On to the video, and now I am going to show you something that you don't see very many people using. And I mean, let's be honest here, if you use this right and you used it well, you definitely could kill people. You definitely can kill people in PvE, and I know you can kill people in PvP because I've used this stuff, so I know this. You just have to be um, aware of how this works, because it is not something that you just know how to do. You got to get used to the way this works. Otherwise, you're going to bomb yourself, and you're probably going to die. Sorry, I'm just setting this up because, you know, I'm on PS5, and that's just how it works. So, I will be just a second here. Alright, so what I just want to show you real quick, I have multiple ways I can run this same thing. I could be annoying. I could be like the way I'm using it now. I'm mostly skill damage, so I'll show you. I'm using rigor, but I'm using the custom backpack. It's going to be a very big helper in this the way this works. Also, not that it really matters because it's not really doing much for me, but it does help, and every little thing helps. So if I run into kits, you know what I mean, I gotta switch this up, sorry, throw that on. I'm using M-Line's Guard in this build as well, because it gives me armor. So all I have to do is keep this gun on. I don't even have to fire a bullet out of this gun. As long as I'm using it and it's in my hands, I can kill them with whatever I want. It says killing an enemy. It doesn't matter if it's by a skill or if it's, you know, by your gun. Obviously, if your gun kills them and it's a headshot, it increases the armor regen even better. But it's always a handy gun. I always carry it on me now because after reading it, it says killing an enemy repairs 12% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve repair by an additional 12%. As soon as I saw that, I was like, hey, I don't need to use armor kits anymore, really. Let me just fix this, though, because there is something I needed to get rid of. There's a couple tags I need to get rid of. Because they... Sorry, I apologize for this. But unfortunately on PS5 they have changed the way that the YouTube thing works when it came out. I used to be able to put all my tags in. So what would happen is I'd bring up the thing, I'd put my title, my description, my tags, and then just turn it on and it would go. As soon as I switched over to PS5, I tried to do the same thing. I pressed go, but for some reason it put underscores after every single word in every single tag. So I had to turn around, go through every tag, take all the underscores out. So I don't do that anymore. So I just don't even put any tags in. I wait until it starts, and then I have to go into the thing and put them in manually. It's kind of annoying, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so these guys really don't like this. I love it. back the other way and end up blowing up because... Okay, so let me just show you. So when I pull this bad boy out, this is the radius it has. I'll just use it and let it recharge. Okay. Wait till it recharges again, and then when I use it again, I'll show you what happens. I'm just gonna have to make sure that I'm out of the way when I do this. This bad boy is gonna try to... Okay. Overcharging now. Oh shit, I knew that was gonna happen. Did you see how big her radius was though? It's like, it takes up the whole fucking room. So when you overcharge, you gotta be out of the way. Jesus Christ. My foot was just in the radius. But anyways, maybe I'll pick a different thing to do this in, because I don't have enough space in here to do this. I need space, because once this overcharges, the radius becomes humongous. So let me... Is there anything else I can attack here? Something? Well, here's a good one right here. It's not a good idea to do it there. Small spaces is not a good idea. You will get killed. And it won't be by them, it'll be by yourself. As I just showed you. It's very easy to fuck yourself up. But hey, nothing in that room was gonna fucking survive that anyways. It took up the whole room. Ooh, perfect. Now my thing is ready too. So, those are friendlies. We're gonna overcharge. Oh my god. Look at that radius. Now your friends just don't get the point, do they? Oh my god, look at them all dying. And I'm healing from that inline scar, so... Bombs away, motherfuckers. Oh, I have that, look at that. Oh shit. I didn't see him. Woo! Get away. is what I call marking them so I can hear where they are. I think he's dead. Oh no, he's still alive.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck?
Hostage health is...
Oh, I can't see. I can't see, I can't see. Shit, we got that fucking guy right there.
They're coming for me!
I'll try and get around them.
I'll watch your back.
Oh shit. Okay, we are gonna have to.
Christ! Watch my back!
Oh shit. What are you shooting at? Oi! Oh no! You little slut.
Hostage is dead.
Oh, you little bitch! Which one's still alive?
I'll watch your back. Please, no!
Shit.
I'm gonna enjoy this. They're moving around me. Run! Now!
Vital signs critical.
A little closer. Oh! one already got marked, right? So we're
Incoming
dead.
hostiles detected.
Gotta reload. Gotta reload.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Here, they're going around us. I'll make you pay.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
It's gonna be one hell of an explosion.
This one's mine. There! Right there!
Guarded by hostiles. Serious
Oh,
trauma. Agent killed.
what? Rando piece of shit. I still like the build, regardless of that garbage. Random fucking shot that got me when I put my hand up like this. 9 times out of 10 they fucking miss you, like, anyways. Still like it. I was thinking on using the Demolisher,
Friendly
but
combatants nearby.
the problem with the Demolisher is it needs targets to have some sort of skill proxy attached to them, or like a shield. That's the only problem with that. That's why I'm using the Burster, because the Burster drops the explosives on them. And I can't remember exactly what the proximity is, but it's not super close. I think it's like, they get about that far. I don't know how far that would be, roughly maybe 20, 30 feet apart, or something like that. And it blows up. Or I can take this off and be a dick and put this on.
Detected. Friendly control point in proximity.
You know what this is. Now I dare somebody to fucking try to walk through that. I guarantee you. Let's see. That's not actually. I know how deadly that is. I would have just touched that and been dead. The more you stack in one area with that purple stuff, the oxidizer, the deadlier it becomes. It's good for people that like to hide. And the reason why I like the oxidizer so much is, let's do an example here. So let's say, is there an opening here? Let's say somebody's hiding in this room, okay, and I'm over here on the other side of the wall somewhere. So we'll just say he's in there and he's on this side of the wall. Just say he's just camping near there, just kind of watching. And let's say I'm out here. The thing I like about the oxidizer is I can go like that, and it's going to get him through the wall, because it's going to spread itself over into on the other side of the wall. So that's what I like about the oxidizer is if they're behind cover, even that cover right there, all I have to do is hit that cover and it will spread over. And it stays there for a little. It's got a nice duration on it. So there's no cover that this thing can't penetrate. I think it's one of the most underrated skills in the game. These two skills, to be honest. How many people do you see... Let me overcharge this bitch. I'm gonna overcharge this bitch. And look at how big this radius becomes. Like, do you really want to try to rush through that? I don't think you'd be smart doing it. And let me tell you something about that bombardier drone.
Friendly combatants detected.
A lot of that's why I said it's an underrated skill as well. Because if you catch somebody in its radius and those bombs drop, they will drop somebody in one hit. They don't look like they would, but I've actually killed people with this thing. That just ran right up the middle thinking, oh, it's a bombardier drone, that's not going to fucking kill me, right? Next thing you know, they're dead. This happens. It drops, it looks like it's only dropping one bomb at a time, but it's actually dropping two bombs at a time. Because if you look, when I hit an enemy with it, you'll see that there's two numbers that come off it. So it's dropping two bombs every time. Two little bombs. And I have killed people in PvP, conflict, whatever you want to call it, and in the Dark Zone. Because again, people get cocky and think, oh, I'm safe. It's okay. It's only a bombardier drone. That's not going to hurt me. You underestimate something. Never judge a book by its cover. Because that could be a fatal mistake. Now, I don't know if this stacks, but I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try this. So I'm going to try doing put that on there, and we're going to put another one on this. I just want to try something, and this has nothing to do with actually using heals. I want to see if it affects something else that I'm using. If it does, then I could definitely be on to something. Now I need to test this out somehow.
Agent in need of backup.
So, I'm going to go back here again because I actually wasn't done, and I actually ended up chasing them down the street for some reason. I was going after this whole enemy thing. But what I just put on my gear, I want to see if it changes something else that I'm running. Because if it does, like I said, I gotta, oh shit. Oh, I killed myself again, for fuck's sakes.
Agent killed.
Anyways, I need to find out when I kill something if it does it. And I'll keep doing it until I fucking get her done. Maybe the range might be the... No, that's not a good idea, actually. Let's think of something. I mean, I could go to the control point and try that, but... I gotta stop killing myself. Thing is, that's what I said, you gotta be careful. When you're aiming it, it looks like you might get it, and it might show a circle in this spot, but if you slightly move, you can end up actually doing what I just did, which is instead of hitting the ground, I hit the car and I had nowhere to go, and it's quite powerful, so... So it doesn't work like I thought it might work. Hold on. So now I'm going to try something. I might have to go back here first. And try something. I'm going to run it differently. So not so much this now, we're going to put this on. And that's really all I'm going to... Actually, you know what? See, the thing is the rigger set, and the reason why I like the rigger set is because of this chest piece. This chest piece gives you 50% skill damage just for wearing it. So I got 50 there for 10 seconds, 10 there, that's 60 just for that, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm using the Memento backpack, so I can get another 30 from that as well. So that's 120. Because, as you know, skill efficiency is everything to do with skills. So now we're going to go and just make sure I have this all right. And make sure I'm doing this right as well. Okay, got my money. Back, here we go. I'm going to have to start stacking now. Now, the combination I really like using with this is, I love the Bombardier drone. I love it. But the actual combination that I use is when I use this combination is the Oxidizer and the Firefly Burster. My favorite skills to use when it comes to these, putting them together. And so, if they do manage to come out of there,
Access key detected. Hostiles detected.
shit.
Moving to a better.
He just killed himself by walking into my thing. Where's this fucker hiding? I'm gonna come over here, grab this. Don't want to touch that. All I can smell is something. The hostage needs to be released. We can't just leave them in there, right?
Thank you so much for saving me.
Ooh, smells like shit in here. She must have farted in there or something. Damn. I don't even want to know what she was doing in there. Lonely day. She's been in there for a while because I haven't went in this garage for weeks. So it must. You see the green smoke in the air, so it's like, ooh, she must have really shot herself a little bit. Or she must have been shit in the corner or something, but.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Wow, all that fucking shot. Whew. Should have been dead a long time ago, buddy. There, your buddies died quick. This thing really doesn't benefit until you get her stacking up good. Come up here and jump up from this room now, hold on.
Reinforcements incoming.
Ah, fuck off, man.
I'm a fucking
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Ground incoming.
Double the flavor when you explode, bitch. Oh.
What a wonderful goddamn day to be alive.
Supply room access unlocked.
Okay, come on. Mix it up. Oh. I don't. So. Right, so, let's see.
Incoming backup request.
We'll switch it up again. Wait a second. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, didn't I just capture that one? But it's not the same one. Okay, so they got a little thing there, so we're gonna have to get rid of that. Switch up to skills. Switch up to skills. This build right here is absolutely nasty. If I remember this correctly, I believe this is the one where I'm running my Imperial Dynasty with Creeping Death. Yes, it is. Plus I have Perfectly Skilled, and I always use the Fire Seeker Mine when it comes to this. The only thing I need to adjust on this build right now is actually to get rid of Survivalist and put it on Firewall. Because Firewall will give me the burn damage duration. Or the burn duration will get increased by 20%. Now everybody thinks that when you use Firewall, you just need to use everything fire. But I have a better solution to that. Yes, you want to use a burn skill, but you also want to use a bleed skill. So that you have one of each. Because let me tell you about the burn abilities. So if you're running 2 burn abilities, for example, you're kind of, I don't know, it's not working like you think it is. So let me show you something. So let's go through each burn thing. So we'll start with a sticky bomb. Yes, it does some pretty good damage. But as far as the actual burn itself goes, it is good. But let's say you're running this, and you're running the Airburst Seeker Mine like I am. So you'll notice, and most people think that the duration is getting refreshed by that particular skill that they first hit you with, but in fact that's not right actually at all. So same thing goes with bleed. It goes on the principle that whatever one hits the best or the hardest, how do I say this? The one that's nastiest is the one that takes over the actual bleed or burn. And it doesn't matter what you hit them with, it won't refresh because that is the strongest version of that particular status effect. With fire, this is not the strongest actually. You would think it is because it says it does 1.7 million damage with this particular build I'm using. But that's not the case. You come down to the Airburst Seeker Mine, the one that most people are kind of, you don't really see them running it, and they really should start learning how to use this thing, because this is, beyond a doubt, the most powerful fire in the game. When this hits something that's already on fire, you'll see a refresh duration, and you'll think that you just refreshed the previous duration, but in fact this one's taking over the burn, because this is actually stronger than whatever the other 2 burns are. And it burns for, I think it goes by the duration. Whichever one has the highest duration for burning is the one that basically trumps all the other ones when it comes to taking over. And if I hit him with the chem launcher with this going, it's not going to refresh it, because chem launcher and the sticky bomb fire one are not as strong as this one. So this one is it's harder to use, but it's nasty, trust me. You don't need to use the chem launcher. You don't need to use the sticky bomb one. They're fun to use, but they're definitely not the best ones. I got a new voicemail. Hold on a second. Let me just new voicemail. Give me 1 second. I should have. Nothing important. Alright, so let's go here actually. Wait, what is this one? Here, let me just move this where my window is. I gotta move it around. I'm gonna actually move the display down to like here or something. Now it just looks weird because it looks like I'm looking down when I'm actually looking right here. It's funny because as I move this thing across the screen, it's almost like it's moving the camera eyes. So now it looks like I'm looking away from it. Okay, but anyways, it's out of my way so I can see what the fuck's going on with that little mini-map up there. Okay, so Airburst Seeker Mine, Hive. Let me tell you something else about status effects that they're not telling you. When I use these combos, I usually, if I'm using this, it doesn't matter, but normally if I was to run like a skill damage build, for example, you would see me using the Explosive Seeker Mine and the Hive together. And a lot of people are like, well, you know what happens if he throws a status effect, or sorry, a hazard protection build on? Okay, let him do that. I'm still going to kill his ass. And the reason why that is he's getting protected from the bleed damage and the bleed, but he's not getting protected from the damage, the overall damage. And that's the fatal mistake that people make when they throw their little hazard builds on, is they think, oh, he's not going to hurt me. But if he's running massive amounts of skill damage, he's going to rape you, actually. I'm not running it right now because I'm running this as my... try running this in PvP. I'm telling you, it's pretty nasty. The Imperial Dynasty with Creeping Death. Oh my god. Normally it sets one person on fire, but if you add Creeping Death to it, obviously it will spread if people are around them. So I just gotta find a place to use it at. I could probably try to go in the Dark Zone, but that's... Don't even get me started on that. Fucking cheating bastards in the Dark Zone. I don't even bother going in there anymore. Conflict's the same, but I can deal with conflict, you know. It gets me a little excited, but I can get over it, you know. I'm telling you though, this gun that I had in my inventory, the M-Lines Guard, you don't see very many people using that either. And it's actually quite, like I said, it's quite nice. And it helps you, because you don't have to kill somebody a certain way. If you want the extra damage, you need to get a headshot. But it doesn't matter if you use a skill or if you kill them with your gun, you will still get the heal. No matter what. And that's what I like about it, and that's why you see me running around with it on, because if I am running a skill build, it's nasty. It keeps me alive, for the most part. Now let me show you why I like the fucking, this Airburst Seeker Mine. Now I'm gonna have to try to get close to these guys, because they already know I'm coming. Because, you know, I made a lot of noise getting here. Oh boy, I hate that stupid robot. Oh, they just moved. They just moved before that was about to annihilate them.
I'll keep it a
See how it's healing me slowly, but it's healing me. Alright, so. Now, I'm not running what I usually run. What I usually run when I'm running this thing, usually, is I use Eclipse with it. And I had somebody say to me once, well, you're running Eclipse, so why are you running Creeping Death with Eclipse? And I said, well, dumbass. Not that I didn't want to be rude, but I just had had enough of this shit, right? I was like, think about this two ways. First off, in order to for Eclipse to spread, I have to kill them. With Creeping Death, I don't have to kill them. I just have to apply a status effect. So now you see my logic, right? Right? Maybe? If not, I don't know how to help you.
System breach started.
Because that's the way I see it. I can have two for the price of one. No matter what, I'm going to spread my status effects, right? Whether they're dead or, you know what I mean? Like, alright.
System breach 25%.
Watch this guy.
System breach at 75%.
Where is he? Just in case.
System has been
Shit. Come on, recharge.
agent in need of backup. System disrupted. System back online.
There we go. Alright, motherfucker. You and me. Okay, get down. dead. Oh, here comes the reinforcements. I just need it now. That's a very bad day. That's what that is. That's a very bad day. That should get down into that room. Anyways, that's that way. I do have another way that I make, which will be this way. I gotta switch this up though. So switch this up and put this back on. This is the way that I normally run it with the clips. I keep the chest piece going on because the chest piece gives me a little bit more range when they do die and it spreads. So I get 15 meters instead of 10. I think they with the Eclipse, I think they could do more. The first thing they need to do in this game, though, is they need to fix it, obviously. But the first thing they need to do to fix this game is they need to balance these talents out. Like, like Intimidate, Adrenaline Rush, Unbreakable, and Vigilant. Vigilance and the shield needs to be dealt with. I know you can hit people. You just aim for their face, like right here, or aim for their feet, and you can get rid of vigilance. But it's still annoying to say the least. I think that if you read the description, it says if you take a hit, then it's supposed to shut it off, and I think that your shield should be no exception. Because what happens is somebody will run something like Glass Cannon and Vigilance, and if you're not hitting them in the right spot, Glass Cannon and Vigilance is proccing at the same time, non-stop. So the chances of you surviving that is pretty small, actually.
Here you go. Test it.
Well, and it's not just that. They've also got to address the people that are using things that they should not be using, like Chronosen or whatever it's called these days. That's going rampant in this game as well. Not quite as bad as the first one, but it's still there. You go into conflict, you'll see it. You'll see it quite often, actually. Depending on who you get to know who's running it, anyways. Not everybody is, but you can tell when somebody is running it because you'll see the difference. It's pretty obvious. It's not like it's hard to spot. Yeah, I'm not even trying to do missions though.
Something
Hey,
particular
what do
we
we
have to
got
find?
today? It's got Fox's Prayer knee pads at the clan vendor. I mean, if you don't have them, you might want to pick them up. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I would pick them up even though they're not the greatest roll. I mean, you could take that health and roll that into something else, and then you can optimize the rest.
I appreciate the trade, Agent.
So when I use this build right here, I I can show you what happens, actually. Well, you pretty much know what's going to happen, but you should see this baby unfold. And the Eclipse gear set comes from basically this Eclipse virus that they made. There we go. So let's see what happens. I am running firewall. Yes, I am. Okay, good. So there we go. Okay. A glimpse of what's going to happen. Okay. So anyways. Where can I go to fucking play with this? It's a fun build to use. I obviously, if you're going to do it in conflict, you want to make sure that people are not watching what your build is, or they'll just throw a hazard build on. And the only thing that'll actually do anything decent is, well, if you don't have any skill damage, pretty much nothing will. So make sure you. What I've been starting to do with these builds, like this one is mostly a status effect build, right? So what I've been trying to incorporate, instead of putting status effects here, 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 and here, I put skill damage here, 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 and here, so that I can cover my ass in case they decide to flip it up and, you know, for some strange reason they decide to put their hazard protection build on. At least something's viable now. I can actually fight back.
The federal shelter should be beneath your current position. Find a way down there, but proceed with caution.
What just happened there? And he's hiding behind cover thinking, oh, you're not going to get me. Wrong. So, it's fun. But like I said, you want to use one of each. You don't want to use two fires or shit like that. You want to use one of each. Fire and a bleed. Or you can run a blind. Because you'll still get the biomass ticking. It's up to you. Any status effect you want to put on somebody, as long as you're running the Vile Mask, for sure, yeah. You can make sure that they will bleed. It'll only be one. That's why I'm using the Pestilence. Just to make sure that they have more than just what I want on them.
You know that bitch hiding from I heard she cut
I didn't really want to start burning like this, but...
Immediate medical assistance
Motherfucker.
needed.
Oh,
Agent
whatever. You're fucking aiming the opposite way of me, dick breath. You're aiming this way, and I'm over here. That's realistic at all, you fucking cunt. Alright. Oh, whatever. Fucking kidding me, bitch? Gotta put that other gun on. Aww.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Are you kidding me? He set a fucking bomb there. I didn't even fucking know he did that.
0.
Fucking cum shot with ears. Bitch. Yeah. Now, I've detected something that I thought was really weird. It looks like multiple kills seem to affect it as well. I noticed that when I killed 2 or 3 people at once, the heal went from, like this to like pretty quick. So I'm just wondering if that somehow thinks it's a headshot somehow, sometimes? I don't know. If you can trick it into headshots, I mean, that makes things a lot easier.
You know that bitch hiding from us was at Roosevelt Island. She got a deal to get Lee back and fucked over Emily.
Oh, you little bitch. got a present for these assholes, so I can get close enough. Got it calculated already. Hold on. It's calculated as. It's calculated actually looks pretty nice. I might not just let that go. I'm actually gonna grab that piece, I think. I'm gonna get rid of this. Can't let that sit. You cannot let that sit there like that. That's a really good, because I can just, all I have to do is get rid of the headshot damage,
Human remains
and I
detected.
get the SAS effects on there, and
Identify
we'll be good.
as division agents.
There's no way the outcast could have taken out an entire squad in a fair fight. It's not possible.
Oh yes, it is. It's very possible, buddy.
These streets have gone crazy.
I can't go up there.
Online computer detected.
Great. You can use the computer to sync Isaac with their comm system. Hopefully we can get a 20 on our team. If they're in any shape to answer.
Connection established.
Hello? Can you hear me? This is Manny Ortega with the Division.
Manny, thank God.
This
It's
is Manny
Maya.
Ortega.
I'm all that's left on our team. We couldn't get the
Yeah.
note back online.
You know why she's the only
I
one
found
left on our
proof
team? Because she
that
killed
there's
them
a
all.
White House note connected to the national network, but before I could get back, those crazy fucks showed up. You gotta get me out of here.
See, I think there's a much darker story behind this than we see. Just give me a second. I'm going to put this back up here so it doesn't look stupid. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I think there's a much darker story going on in this game. I hate to say that that one guy that worked for Keener was right, but I think he was. I think he is right. I think that we are working for an agency of the government that's corrupt, and we don't even realize it. Burn for a minute. Wow, this thing's really behind today. So, composure. think that this story is more than just what it seems. I honestly think that we see this as the way they're showing us, but what we're really not seeing is that we're the bad guys. Like, as division agents, we're the bad guys, not the good guys. That Parnow guy, I think he was right. Wow. Motherfucker tried to kill me. Walk right into my fire, what a dumbass. Everybody thought.
That bitch can't hide forever.
Leave it for now.
I think I'm safe for now, but please hurry.
Help is on the way, Maya. Sit tight and just try to stay calm.
So. Okay. So, if you don't know this level very much, you're supposed to go this way, but there is a door right here, and if you put the fire out, you can go in there and get some stuff. There's some ceramics done, and I think, yeah, that's it. Strained. Alright, I will be back in a little bit. I just gotta jump out of here real quick and do some stuff. And I don't know why I just started recording. But, hold on.
Sprinkler system.
I don't die.
If you can trigger the sprinklers, they should be able to put out the flames.
It's still not going. Nice. If you're new to the channel, I stream every day. I've been trying to put out more videos the other way because for some reason I seem to get more traction when I pre-record my stuff. That sounds weird, but I'm not sure why that is, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm still new, so if you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, don't miss the video again, and I will be right back. I gotta do some stuff.